Well, hello, I'm Darrell Green, and we have with us today Mark Hopkins. He was actually genuine working DJ, and we're talking about the service industries of DJs, and this is today the art of the DJ on today's TCTV producer Posse. So welcome back. And
thanks.
We are, someone brought me this.
Yes.
And I've had it here, sitting here for some time, but someone from the studio, this is yours?
That's mine. That's what clients get to flip through during my consultation with them, my initial consultation.
Okay, so it's got Velcro. Okay, so this is...
That's basically a book of everything from testimonials, organizations I belong to, letters of recommendation, letters of thanks, little cards people have sent me over the years, pictures of some of the celebrities and brides and grooms I've worked with.
Okay, so here's a certificate of liability insurance for the, okay, that's it. And we have a lot of, I don't know if you can see this.
Some of my old marketing materials, postcards people have sent me to thank me after an event, letters of recommendation.
Oh, wait a minute, hello, what's this?
There's Jay Leno, there's Martin Landau.
Okay, so these are the people we've seen on the entrance of your show. And, okay, yeah. And
brides and grooms, letters of thanks.
Okay.
See, when clients meet with me, first I find out, one, over the phone consultation, if I'm even available on that date. Once we've established I'm available and they're interested in meeting with me, then we set up an appointment. I usually meet people on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And then we meet in the evenings when it's convenient for them, usually after this wonderful traffic has died down.
Yeah.
And then they not only get to flip through that book, but I answer any and all questions they have. I have a planning sheet they can go through, and I show them a video demo, which I think is a powerful tool because the video demo allows them to see me naturally how I perform at a multitude of weddings instead of saying, well, can I come see you at someone I don't know's wedding, which is an awkward etiquette breach to say, hey, why don't I have a stranger come to someone's wedding? So I find the way to get around that is you show them a video demo that shows me performing live at several different types of events and several different events, and they can see that I can put together sentences and speak clearly and make announcements.
Yes, which is very important because I see here you have some corporate events. So do you do a lot of those?
Every December I do a lot of corporate events. Sometimes in the summer there's a few company picnics and parties. But I'd say December is primarily the heaviest month for corporate events.
Okay, why is that?
That's when they throw their holiday party.
Oh yes, okay. Yeah, I remember being at some of those old sponsor parties and things like that. So, and then you have...
I've also got some examples of invitations from previous weddings, some cute ideas brides and grooms have had. There's one that's a newsletter that gives the story of how that particular bride and groom met. So it was a neat idea. They put that on the table, on everyone's table. So if you only knew the groom, you found out how he met the bride. If you only knew the bride, you found out how she met the groom.
Yes, and that is interesting because when you're at an event like that, you're dealing more, by the time it's a funeral, everyone pretty much knows each other. But when you're at a wedding, that's really the case. You've got half of the lane there, half the people not knowing the other. And
that's true.
So you're going to, in a way, it's almost stress-inducing for the bride and the groom, but also for all the guests. They're looking around like, who are these people? Especially if they've come in from out of town.
Well, it depends too. If they have a head table, which is primarily the groomsmen and bridesmaids, then they sit at a large table and people come up and meet them. Or they go around from table to table to meet their guests. If they have the sweetheart table option, that makes them a little more approachable because it's just the bride and groom sitting at a small table, and then guests can meander on over and introduce themselves if they only know one or the other. So there are ways to get around that, and that newsletter I have in there that the couple printed up, I think that was before the web was really big, but you could easily put that on the web or include it with your invitation, or you could have it at the reception, and then people get a little background on how they met. In that particular case, she worked for the city of Santa Monica, and he was a lifeguard for the city of Santa Monica. So from her office window, she kept seeing this big buff guy ride by in the Jeep every day, and she asked her girlfriend, who is he and how do I meet him? They finally met, and they ended up getting married.